Hey love, I'm Gina, a fitness, nutrition, and self-love coach, helping high-achieving women heal their relationship with food and their bodies so they can finally feel free, strong, and confident in their own skin. If you've ever felt stuck in the cycle of restriction, binging, and body shame, trust me, you are not alone. On this podcast, we're calling out diet culture BS, building your dream body without the obsession, and getting real about what it actually means to love yourself in a world that constantly tells you not to. I've been there. Anorexia, binge eating, body hate, you name it, I've lived it. And now I help women just like you find food freedom, feel sexy in their skin, and take their damn power back. So get ready, because the Fit Without Obsession podcast starts now. Ooh, y'all, this is a spicy one today, and if you think that healing your body image means you're gonna wake up every morning feeling like a badass Victoria's Secret model, then buckle up, because I'm about to tell you the truth about what actual healing looks like. And I used to think, when I was trying to heal my body image, when I thought about how it would feel in the future once I finally had healed, I thought that healing my body image meant I would reach this magical day where I would love every single inch of my body for every single second. And spoiler alert, that's not actually how it works. If you are waiting to love what you see 24/7 to believe you're healed, you're setting yourself up to stay stuck, because healing body image isn't about actually erasing insecurity. It's about refusing to let that insecurity erase you. So in this episode, I'm going to show you what real body image healing looks like, why it's not actually about forcing yourself to love everything you see, and how you can be free even if some days are still hard. Because healing isn't about changing the mirror. It's about changing the way you see yourself inside of it. Now, let's bust the myth that we've all been sold about body image healing, that social media presents this lie to us. It sells this idea that healing body image looks like loving your cellulite, flexing your stretch marks, hyping yourself up every single second in the mirror, wanting to take selfies, just being obsessed with yourself. And listen, if that's your vibe some days, that's amazing. I love that for you. I love when I have great body image days. But if you're not there, it doesn't mean you're broken, and it doesn't mean you're doing this whole healing thing wrong. Because healing doesn't mean that you're going to love everything about how you look. That's not what healing is. I'm going to just put it out there right now. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this podcast, because you want to love yourself every single second of every single day. That is just impossible. We are human, right? We need to understand that we can still heal. We can still be healing and not love ourselves every single second of the day. But healing does mean that you stop letting how you look run your life. So I'll have a lot of clients go through this journey too, where they start working with me, they actually stop thinking about their body image as much, and they worry a little bit hey, I feel like I'm doing better with food, I feel like I'm doing better with my relationship with fitness, but I'm still struggling with how I feel like I look in pictures sometimes, or I feel like I still struggle with how I look in the mirror. And what I say to them is, you're not going to let that go overnight. You've been hating yourself and the way you look for so long. Those thoughts are still going to pop up, but we are going to lessen them, right? They're going to have less authority on how you run your life. You're not going to think about it as much on your day to day. You're going to think about it less and less and less and less until you get to this place where you recognize wait, yeah, actually you were right. My body image is doing so much better. And real body image healing isn't black and white. There is a messy middle. You don't go from I hate myself to immediately being okay, I'm obsessed with myself. That doesn't happen overnight. Most of the time, healing means, first off, that you're going to feel neutral. Healing can also mean respecting your body even when you don't love it, and also choosing to show up for yourself anyway. Because you have a choice. Anytime you have a bad body image thought that pops into your head, you have a choice on whether you act on that thought or not. You can let it ruin your day. You can let it determine what you're going to eat next. You can let it keep you from hanging out with friends because you're feeling self-conscious. Or you can feel it. It can pop up. And you can say, no, that's not accurate. I actually think I'm strong and beautiful. I might not feel that way this second. I might be in my head about it. But I know that I'm worthy. I know that I can go hang out with my friends. I know that I should eat no matter what, because I don't need to earn my food. Even today, For me, like as a coach who's done years and years of healing, I don't always love everything I see in the mirror, but the difference is I don't let those thoughts dictate how I treat myself anymore. Like I don't make it mean anything about my value. I don't punish myself. I move on and I live my life. And that's hard, right? Like if you are currently operating from a standpoint of letting your bad body image run your day-to-day activities, run just every single decision you make, then it's going to take some work to get through that. But you will get to a place when you put in that work where you can live your life without your body running the show. And you don't have to love your body to be able to respect it. Healing isn't about liking every single angle. It's about refusing to not let that one bad angle ruin your day, your mood, your worth, your life. We all have bad angles. I take some badass pictures sometimes, but guess what? I also have gotten to a place in my healing journey where I can recognize like, hey, that's not the truth. That's not accurate. That's just not the best view of my body, and that's okay. That doesn't make me any less than. So let's dive into what healing your body image actually looks like, because we've determined it's not going to be all rainbows and butterflies, right? Doesn't mean it's not worth it. Let me stop you there. Like it is fully freaking worth it. I love my body. But again, I have my days. We all are going to have our days. But I am in a much better space. I would say I overall have amazing body image. Now, healing looks a lot less along the way like these magical mirror moments. And it's going to be a lot more quiet daily choices you make, even when it feels hard. That's how you build that consistency. That's how we get from point A to point B of you hating yourself to you loving yourself. It's in those small moments and it's in those small choices. It's not an overnight fix. So some real examples of this, it might look like for you choosing to eat breakfast even when you feel bloated. Or going to the beach even though you feel uncomfortable in your bikini, still going. Or taking the damn photo with your friends, even if you don't like how your arms look. You're still showing up and making those hard choices, but they are leading you in the right direction. You're not going to wake up one magical morning and think, oh my gosh, I made it. I love everything about me now. Healing is a practice, a choice. Every damn day, I'm still healing. I actually just had a conversation with the doctor I just saw today. And I was telling her about how I have recovered from my eating disorder. I'm feeling so good. I'm in such a great place. And she goes, but I feel like with anything, anytime you're in recovery, that's what it is. It's always recovery, right? You're always having to heal. And that might sound, I guess, a little negative if you're coming to this podcast hoping to heal and never have to worry about, maybe you have an eating disorder or just a bad relationship with food and you never want to worry about it again. Guess what? I don't worry about it anymore. But I still can remember the thoughts that pop up for me and then I push them away. I still have those days where maybe old routines might want to pop into place, but I don't act on them. It's always that you're going to have to continue to practice. Just like when you go to the gym, you don't go to the gym for 6 months, get your dream body, and then all of a sudden you don't have to keep going. It's okay, great. Got my muscles, never showing up to the gym again. You have to still go, right? And I know that that's hard to hear, but I want you to recognize this and come to terms with this, because once you can accept that, once you can accept, hey, I'm ready to be on this healing journey. And it's not going to all of a sudden one day be over. I'm going to have to work at this my whole life, but it's going to become so much easier. So that's the thing I want you to understand, that remember, if you're someone that's maybe has started their gym journey, the first day, the first week, the first month, that shit was hard as hell. Getting that in your schedule, oh my gosh, it was the hardest routine shift ever. But for me, and maybe for you, if you've been in the gym for a while, now you just do it second nature. I'm not going to say it's just easy. Obviously, you're still going, you're still putting in the work, but it becomes a lot more natural. It becomes almost a part of who you are, that healing. You're going to have days where you feel off. You're going to have moments where old voices come back up. But that's not the sign that you're broken. That's the sign that you're actually human. Because we are not robots. We're going to have feelings. Yes, we want to be positive as much as possible, but we're going to still have our negative moments, and that's okay. It's acknowledging that's okay, but not letting those moments take over. Body image healing is not about feeling beautiful all the time. It's about knowing that you are valuable, you're worthy, you are enough, even when you don't feel beautiful. It's about knowing that your value isn't fragile. It's not tied to how you look in a picture. You have intrinsic value. You are valuable as a person no matter what. And this is exactly what I work with my one-on-one clients, is that I show them it's not about forcing false positivity. We don't need toxic positivity over here. We want to be real. It's about building real, sustainable self-respect. So you can have bad body image moments without them becoming bad body image lives. So when we think of having a healed body image and just being able to say like, yep, I've healed my body image, I've made it, like I'm in a much better place, it doesn't mean you're never going to have a bad body image day. It just means that a bad body day doesn't break you anymore. It's allowing freedom and understanding freedom is not letting your reflection control your life. And now I want to go through how to keep going when it feels hard, because it's going to feel hard. It probably feels hard as hell right now. If you woke up today feeling uncomfortable in your skin, it doesn't mean that you're not healing. It doesn't mean you're going backwards. It just means you're still in the arena and you're still choosing yourself. So you're going to feel bloated some days. You're going to hate some photos. You're going to have thoughts like, oh, I wish I looked different. That's okay. Just want to normalize that again. That is okay. It's expected. But when we are having those moments, we need to start taking time to actually investigate real strategies that are going to help you through this healing. So first, I want you to focus on actions, not emotions. So that might look like you feeling uncomfortable, but you're still choosing to show up for yourself. Just because you have the emotion pop up, we're not acting on that, right? We need to make a different action step that is going to be a positive one for us, that is going to gift you self-love, that is going to gift you more positive body image down the line. And also start really talking to yourself like you would talk to your best friend. So like, would you tell your best friend, I want you to actually ask yourself this, would you tell her that she's disgusting for gaining 2 pounds? No, absolutely not. You would not. Like, you would never say that to her. You would definitely be like, girl, you are more than your body. And also 2 pounds, don't even sweat it. You're going to lose that next week. It does not mean that you're fat or ugly or disgusting. Absolutely not. You would never say those hurtful words to your friend. So why are you saying them to yourself? It's not going to help you. It's not going to get you anywhere. And now another strategy I want you to start taking through this process is anchor in your values. So I want you to ask, like, is my worth today based on how much my stomach looks? Or is it actually based off of like how I want to live my life? Because most of the time our values that run our life have nothing to do with how we look, even though we're so obsessed with how we look. And a lot of the times that's coming because we think that society wants us to look a certain way to be acceptable, to be successful. You know, all these lies we've been told. Your worth is not based off of how your stomach looks. It is not. I will tell you that 5 million times over. Now, another thing we need to start doing is practicing radical respect. So eating enough, moving for joy, resting, speaking kindly, even, this is the kicker, when you don't feel confident. So we're not going to do all these things on a day that we're feeling good, and then once our body image goes to crap, like we stop taking care of ourselves. No, you need to have these routines in place, again, that consistency, so that when your body image ebbs and flows, you can still come back to a place of like, okay, I know how to take care of myself. I know I'm healthy. I know my body respects me. Maybe I'm not feeling great about that in the moment, but I know what I need to do to take the best care of myself. And then I also want you to zoom out, because we get so wrapped up into the day-to-day, the moment-to-moment sometimes, that we don't recognize one bad day doesn't erase the healing that you've done. I'll have clients a lot of the time sharing a lot of success. They'll be feeling so good in their skin. They'll be really finding this momentum, and then all of a sudden they feel shitty in their skin again. They're like, oh my God, what happened? Like, I'm back where it's square one. I failed. I hate myself. Like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? And this, again, this is very normal. But what I remind them is, wait, did you forget all of this amazing ass shit that you just did over the last couple weeks? And I'm there to help, obviously show them that, right? Like, oh my gosh, like you've been eating 2,000 calories consistently after crash dieting at like 1,000 calories a day for the past month, and you've been feeling really good about it. Oh my gosh, you weren't hitting the gym at all because you put all of these restrictions on the gym that like you had to go first thing in the morning. It had to be for an hour and a half, so you weren't showing up because it didn't feel doable. But oh my gosh, we've been working out consistently for 5 weeks now and getting nice 30-minute workouts in, and it's been feeling good. So sometimes we like get so caught up in that moment that we forget all of the good that has been done, right? So remind yourself of that. Healing is a trend. It's not a tally. You're going to have ups and downs. No one's healing journey, even like if we're talking about weight, I think sometimes it's easier to visualize. No one's weight just goes perfectly down on this downhill slope and all of a sudden it's off. No, there's going to be like bumps along the road. Then weight might even go up for a little bit, right? It's the same with your healing journey. You're going to have high moments. You're going to have low moments, but you're still going to get to that end goal if you keep pushing through. So I want to encourage you to have patience, because body image, like I mentioned before, it's like fitness. You don't do one workout and have a six-pack. You don't do one mindset shift and suddenly have the perfect self-love. We have to like put in the work, put in the reps to get to where you want to be. Because it's not a one-day achievement. Healing body image is a lifetime relationship that you rebuild one small choice at a time. And you don't have to wait until you fully love your body to start living fully in it. You can make the choice today, even if your body image is rough, to say, you know what? I'm still going to respect my body. I'm still going to live my life. I'm still going to do the things I want to do, even though I'm not feeling 100% confident in myself right now. You're showing up for yourself today, even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect. You were doing the work. Like, you're doing the damn thing. You're healing. You're winning. Even if it's hard, you're making it to the end of that race. And you know, if you're in the middle right now, if you're waking up some days feeling disappointed, uncomfortable, frustrated, like I want you to know that doesn't mean you're feeling. It means you're healing. It means you're showing up for yourself in the ways that actually matter. Because healing your body image means you wake up loving who you are, even if some days you don't. I will tell you, even if there's days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, wow, I'm bloated, or I don't think my legs look nice, whatever thought it is for the day, I still wake up and I go, damn, I fucking love who Gina is. I love myself because I've done the work, right? And that's what you can do too. Inside my coaching, this is a core piece of what we work through. How to build the habits, the mindset, the body confidence that actually lasts, even when your body changes, your mood fluctuates, and life happens, because that's going to come up. We need to acknowledge that things are not going to be perfect. We're trying to break that perfectionism, right? And understand that life doesn't have to match this ideal plan you have in your mind. It's meant to ebb and flow. It's meant to have unexpected curveballs. And that's why you need to be in a healed place so that you can handle those curveballs. Now, you don't need a perfect mirror moment to be worthy. You don't need to fix your body to be free. You already are enough. So I want you to start living like that. And recognize that healing doesn't mean you love everything you see. Healing means you love yourself enough to stop letting it hold you back. So just remind yourself of that next time you wake up and you're not feeling 100% in your skin. Take the action that's going to drive you forward in this healing path. Because you're healing even if it doesn't feel perfect right now. Thank you so much for tuning into the Fit Without Obsession podcast. If this episode helped you heal, grow, or just feel a little less alone, go ahead and hit the follow button so that you never miss a moment of this journey. And if you loved it, share it on your stories and tag me at @thefitbean_. I seriously love seeing what resonates. Sharing this podcast helps more women step out of a session and into their power. And that ripple effect starts with you. And if you're ready for deeper support, check the show notes for ways that we can work together. Just remember, eat the pasta, wear the shorts, and love the hell out of your life. You deserve it always. Talk soon.